let it ride 5.5 years because of COVID. I loved the 1-year-old, but since it has to change, I did another band that played at CBGBs all the time, which is Bad Brains.
What would you say was the magic that attracted you down here? Because this is where, you know, if you wanted to make a statement, this is where you fucking came and did it.
The freedom. You could pretty much do almost whatever you wanted down here. It was pretty lawless. And so for me, as a skateboarder, a punk rocker, I saw the Cro-Mags with GBH in 7 seconds in '86 at the Ritz, but my first solo art show was right there at the CBGBs gallery. So everything was happening over here. And yeah, I had a friend that lived in the West Village, which was much more uptight, so the Lower East Side was where I would always go to do my street art, stencils, stickers.
Everybody, Harold, Hunter, like all the skaters, fucking rocks and shit. Yeah. So what was your takeaway, like when you saw the Bad Brains for the first time, what was the takeaway when you left the show?
Never seen energy like that, and it just, the way it transmits to you in the audience is, it's just undeniable. So, you know, the lyrics, positive mental attitude, you know, fearless vampire killers. I mean, PMA, we got that attitude. They're just everything about the Bad Brains. That they started as a jazz funk fusion band called Mind Power, and then got into all this positive philosophy stuff. First hardcore black punk band.
Dad gave him Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and that's where HR got the PMA shit from. You gotta know the roots of this shit. But yo, man, keep it real, keep doing the art. Let that be a lesson. How old are you now?
52.
52, 60, and we're still out here doing it because we love it. Right?
Hell yeah. You're still running marathons.
I am.
So he shot a lot of stuff with Bad Brains, Black Flag. He shot Tony Alva's very first air out of a pool in 1977 when he was 14 years old. So he's been, as a photographer, part of all the subcultures that have mattered to me. In Jersey City.
And Jersey City is amazing.
Thank you.
What do you think your top 3 musical influences are?
Public Enemy.
Yeah, super nice guy.
The Clash.
Yeah, totally.
Black Flag. Bad Brains is in there too, but yeah.
Pretty good top 3, man.
Yeah.
Those are the heavy ones in a rotation?
Yeah.
So Shepard, man, I gotta ask, what do you think your top 3 skate movies would be, or skate videos would be? Well, the ones that influence you the most, you think?
So, Video Days, Blind.
Amazing.
Welcome to Hell, Toy Machine, and Animal Chin, Pal Peralta.
In that order?
Well, actually even Future Primitive, because that was the first really good street skating part with Tommy Guerrero. But
what about H Street, Shackle Me Not?
Oh, Shackle Me Not, yeah, and Hocus Pocus were crazy. I mean, Hocus Pocus was when I was still keeping pace with most of the new tricks. Then when Hocus Pocus came out, I was like, all right, forget it. People doing feeble grinds down railings and stuff. I was like, I'll be an artist. I guess
I'll make
professional
skate
skateboarding is not in my future. That's not my career path. But hey, I love skateboarding.
This is why people hire me. I know everybody. Like out here.
Speaking of video days, man, did you ever do anything with the Gons, man?
Well, we traded. He gave me a drawing in 1992 in exchange for some of my T-shirts. I've known Gons
really?
that long, yeah. But I bought a piece from him, from Tony Alva's gallery, that is hung next to Daryl from Bad Brains' very first painting he made in the hallway at our studio.
That's so cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Mark's work a lot.
That era of like graphics from like the blind video days, like when World first came out. Andy Howell, remember the New Deal graphics, man?
Dude, that's who I moved to California to work with. Is Andy?
No way,
Andy
man.
was like my hero, and because he was a good skateboarder, who was a great skateboarder, who was doing really great
amazing
art.
graphics.
Yeah, and
him and Gorm Bomberg.
So he recently brought New Deal back, and I did a graphic for it. But yeah, Andy and I.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Andy and I have been friends since 1988. That's when I met him.
Dude, he was a legend, man. He killed the street, man. Andy.
Yeah, I met Andy when I was a senior in high school.
Oh man, that must have been so cool. That's so crazy, man. That you literally moved there and you were rocking with him first?
Yeah, that's who.
Wow.
He had Sophisto clothing, and I was the production manager for Sophisto. So yeah, and then he also liked my brand, so I was doing I called it Giant back then, not Obey, and was doing the Giant stuff under the umbrella of his company, while managing the production of all the Sophisto stuff.
Wow, I had no idea. That's so cool, man. Andy's such a nice dude, man.
He is. He's great.
So Shepard, I don't think I asked you, man. Who are the like 3 or 5 artists that influence you the most, like graffiti-wise?
Barry McGee, Revs and Cost, Futura.
Yeah, that's your top 5 right there?
Mike, you said top 3.
All right, you gotta give me a couple more.
For sure, Zephyr, and I love what Os Jamios do.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was looking, I couldn't really find much where you talk about the graffiti artist that inspired you. I'm sure you've talked about it before, but I was having a hard time trying to find stuff on it.
Well, Revs and Cost, because they just bombed so hard, they were everywhere. Barry McGee, because he brought stuff into the gallery that still had the energy of the street. Zephyr just purely for lettering style.
Yeah.
Futura for expanding the number of styles that were okay in graffiti and working with a Clash. Being an innovator on a lot of levels.